Okay, so I kind of just wanted to continue with PEMDAS order of operations just through a few more problems, mostly because I found this image that I really liked. And so we had talked about last time how multiplication and division are really equal to each other, as well as addition and subtraction. And in that case, you would just go left to right. And so kind of what I mean about that, what I mean by that, is that if I were to have 12 divided by 4 times 3, which would I do first? Well, since these are equal to each other, I would actually go left to right. So 12 divided by 4 is 3, and 3 times 3 is 9. But say like I had 12 minus 4 divided by 2, well, I would definitely do my division first, because division definitely comes before subtraction. So 4 divided by 2 is 2, and then 12 minus 2, so that would equal 10. Okay, so just a couple more examples. So exponents comes before multiplication or addition, so 2 to the second power is 4. And then what I want to take care of is this 6 times 4 first, before I worry about adding that 18. So that's going to be 24, and then I'll have 18 plus 24, and that is going to equal 42. So for here I do have parentheses, which comes first, so I would take care of what's inside the parentheses first, and then the exponents, which would be 2 to the second power would be 4. So then I would be multiplying 24 times 4, which is 96. Okay, and then here I have multiplication, subtraction, addition, multiplication, and an exponent. So I know the exponent comes first, so 2 to the second power. And then I also have a 7 times 8. So since I have two multiplications, I'm just going to go left to right. So 7 times 8 is 56. And then I need to take care of this. And then I need to take care of this 3 times 4. So 3 times 4 is 12. Okay, so I'm going to take care of this 3 times 4, which will give me a 12. And then I'm going to take this 56 minus 5 plus 12. So 56 minus 5 is 51. And 51 plus 12 is 63. Okay, and then over here, again, I have my exponent. That is Manny eating his puppy chow. 3 times 3 is 9. Okay, so over here, I have a parentheses, an exponent, division, and subtraction. So I want to take care of what is inside my parentheses first. So that would be 20. And then I want to take care of my exponent. And so I know 3 times 3 is 9. And then I do 20 divided by 4 minus 9. So it definitely would take care of this first. So I know this would be 5 minus 9 equals a negative 4. Okay, two more. So I have parentheses first. So I have a negative 12 plus 4. So remember, if I'm adding a positive, I'm going up the number line, even though I'm starting in the negative. Manny, you're interrupting my video. So I have a negative 12 plus 4. That's going to give me a negative 8. And then I have 11 minus 7, which is 4. So I have a negative 8 divided by 4, and a negative divided by a positive. Remember my triangle, and this works for multiplication or division. So a negative divided by a positive will give me a negative. So that's going to be a negative 2. And then over here I have parentheses, exponents. So I'm going to take care of this first, my parentheses. And I know 6 times 6 is 36. So I have 16 plus 36 minus 3. And since addition and subtraction are equal, doesn't matter what I do first. I'm going to go left to right. So I'm going to do 16 plus 36, so that would be 56, so that would be 52 minus 3 equals 49. Okay, since you can hear Manny eating, here's a video of him to keep you going. Need that stick, son. That's a good stick, Manny. How do you do that? How do you do that, Manfred? Oh, that's a good stick, Manny. That's a good stick. Manny. Manny. Say hi, everybody. Say hi. It's me. It's Manny. I'm at the ranch. Yes. Okay, now let's talk about prime factorization. It sounds complicated, but it's actually not once we remember what a prime number is. So a prime number is a number that has the factors of only one and itself. So for example, the only two numbers I can multiply by each other to get 3 would be 1 and 3. The only two numbers I could multiply by each other to get 7 would be 1 and 7. 11, 13, 17, 19, it goes on and on and on. I do want to mention that 2 is the only even number that is a prime number, because any other even number you can break down by 2. So in prime factorization, you must break down a number by its factors, and you keep breaking them down until you have nothing but prime numbers left. And I'll show you how to do this. And then you write the prime numbers in exponent form, which is cool because now you know what an exponent is. So here's a number 30. And what we do is we do these things called factor trees. So I could do different, there's different numbers that I could multiply by each other to get 30. Do 10 and 3, 2 and 15. I could also do 6 and 5. So I'm going to do 6 and 5. So notice that 5 is a prime number. So once I get to a prime number, I can stop that tree limb. So I usually circle it just to remind myself that that is a prime. But 6 is not a prime number. I can use 2 and 3 to get to 6. And you notice both of those are prime. So I have 2 times 3 times 5. Okay, let's try 2 more. Okay, so 24. Definitely not prime, so I have to find its factors. So I could do 2 and 12, 6 and 4, 8 and 3. Let's do 6 and 4. It doesn't matter which of those two I use because I will get the same prime numbers as my answer. 6 isn't prime, so I have to keep going. But 3 and 2 will give me 6, and both of those are prime numbers. Now let's talk about 4. Definitely not prime. 2 and 2. Okay, now here's what I talk about when answering in exponent form. And on the STAR test, this is what they will want you to do. Yes, I could write 3 times 2 times 2 times 2. Oh, now he's drinking water. He drinks water out of a large mixing bowl because that is the only thing that will fit his big head. Manny, I'm busy. But say like I did a huge number and I had 15 twos. That would be super annoying to write out 15 twos. So what I do is I use my knowledge of exponents. So 2 times 2 times 2 is just 2 to the 3rd power. So that's what I mean by answering in exponent form. I only have 1 3, so there isn't an exponent to put here. Look at 80. So I could use 20 and 4. I could use 40 and 2. I'm going to use 10 and 8. Neither one of these are prime, so I have to keep going. So I can get 2 and 5. Both of these are prime, so that makes me happy. And then here I can get 2 and 4. Here's another prime. And then I just divide up my 4 by 2 times 2. So now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 to the 4th power times 5. And I wanted you to mention that if you were to multiply all these numbers back by each other, you would get 80. 2 times 5 is 10. 10 times 2 is 20. 20 times 2 is 40, and 40 times 2 is 80. All right, that's about all I have. One more mini video coming up. Always so happy. Look at our friends. Except we're not man enough to get in the water. Elton John is, huh, Elton John?